Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Ollie Ward channel. I hope you're all having a fantastic Wednesday and you're ready for some Leeds United transfer news. But as always, guys, before we do get into the transfer news, be sure to smash that like button. Let's go for 200 likes on this video. Also, subscribe if you are new. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers, ladies and gentlemen. Get down there and subscribe right now. I'm going to give you 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Thank you for subscribing and joining the family. And also comment today who you want to bring into Leeds United. We need a striker. Which one do you want? Let me know in the comments down below. And obviously tell me your thoughts on everything we go through today. Ladies and gentlemen, the transfer window does end tomorrow at 11 p.m. On the day you're watching this, it is the 31st of August and it ends tomorrow, the 1st of September at 11 p.m. And Leeds United are now starting to buck their ideas up. Be sure to turn on that notification bell as well, because if anything drops, I'm going to be here recording it. I'm going to keep you up to date. I've got a list of a lot of things that have gone on today, and I'm going to go through it, so I'll give you your whole thing. But obviously, if something drops randomly tonight or tomorrow morning, I'll try and go live or put a video out there so you guys can stay in the loop. So turn the notification bell on, subscribe, and let's get into the news. So this morning, Radrazani, Radrazani, our chairman, liked a tweet to do with transfer news that Everton and Leeds have joined the race for Cody Gakpo, the PSV winger. Obviously, we were linked with him at the start of the transfer window. And now there's been a lot of talk about it. I thought it was just one of them ones again with Rodrigo de Paul, where he's like something we've gone, oh. But no, there seems to be some go-ahead here, because Fabrizio Romano has said about Leeds are considering Hwang Hee-Chan and Cody Gakpo as options to replace Daniel James, only in case he decides to leave. Gakpo, not an easy deal at all, as there are many clubs in the race, including Southampton. Right, so that was earlier on today. Phil Hay then came out and said during the day that Wolves have rejected inquiry from Leeds United for forward Hwang Hee-Chan. Message from Molineux is that they intend to keep beyond the deadline. Cody Gakpo back on the radar at Leeds now. So that's from David Ornstein and Phil Hay, tier 1 journalists. Hwang Hee-Chan, apparently a 17 million bid was rejected for the 26-year-old South Korean attacking midfielder, and they want him to stay at Wolves, which is fair enough. At least it's weird though, because yesterday Leeds had no money, but today we're bidding 17 million as get rejected. So it's a bit all up in the air. It shows that the only people that know what's going on at Leeds is the chairmans and the author. And I don't know if I like that. I like to be as a fan base and as a board, we're all in one. Not saying no, we're not signing a striker, and then the next day we go and bid 17 million for a striker. What happened to the money we don't apparently have? I want there to be better communication between the board and the fans. So as it stands right now, Hwang Hee-Chan is off. It looks like that. Obviously, Leeds can pull their leg, but they're going for Cody Gakpo as the man that they want. So at the moment, Cody Gakpo is the top target for Leeds. It would seem, as Hwang transfer chances fade. This is a big ask for Leeds, but a top quality signing if they can somehow get this one over the line. More news. Aston Villa. Okay, this is the domino effect maybe Marshall's talking about. Aston Villa can confirm that El Ghazi has joined PSV. So, they've signed a player. They've signed a winger. He's come in. Does that mean Gakpo's leaving? Obviously, Southampton want him as well. But then there's some news from Southampton here. It's all quite confusing, ladies and gentlemen. Southampton have agreed a deal in the region of 10 million for Man City winger Samuel Edozie. He is given the green light to undergo a medical on the South Coast and discuss his personal terms. So that's a winger. So is that Southampton out the race? And now it's just Leeds for Cody Gakpo. Apparently, Southampton were ready to pay 30 million and some extras, but will Leeds do that for Cody Gakpo? And apparently, the only reason we'll be bringing in Gakpo is if Dan James leaves. Right, this is the latest on Dan James. So, here we are. Leeds want 20 million to sell. Spurs so far have only shown willingness to take him on loan with a possible option of a permanent. Fulham ready to pay asking price, but player would need convincing. All possibilities, including him staying, is open. So what we've learned here is that if Dan James doesn't go, I don't believe Leeds will bring anyone in, which is ludicrous. Okay, you need to keep Dan James and you need to bring in Gakpo, or you need to keep James and you need to bring in Hwang Hee-Chan. This is going to be a different video in itself if it hits 11 o'clock tomorrow night and we still haven't signed a striker. That's going to be a different video in itself. Don't worry, it's going to be a rant to the board, and I'm going to at the board and just make them see it, because we've been risking an injury injury-ridden Bamford and Joffrey for the last 2 seasons. Rodrigo's now just popped his shoulder out of place from last night's game. We need a striker. Every man, woman, and their dog can tell you that we need a striker. So right now, it does look like the player Leeds are going for is Cody Gakpo. And as it stands, I'm sitting here recording at 5:30 BST. Leeds United's number 1 target is Cody Gakpo before the end of the transfer deadline day. Gakpo is playing now for PSV. That doesn't mean too much. Obviously, players have played and then they've left. But he's playing right now. So, I don't know. And the bookies' favourites is Leeds that he goes to. But you can never tell. We're looking at this James Garner deal now. James Garner has gone to Everton. Obviously, as a player we could have looked at. But look, Everton have gone for him as well. That's just annoying, James Garner. This is a weird one, though. Leeds are apparently interested in signing Sheffield United defender John Egan. There is no bid on the table at this stage, though. John Egan, good centre-back, and it would sort out Leeds' defensive problems. Not that we have loads, but, you know, when we need an extra man to come in, I don't really get this transfer because he's the captain of Sheffield United. I don't think he would actually do this, but it's been credited by some good sources that Leeds are looking at John Egan, but I don't believe we'll bring in a defender before a striker. And if we do, that's just mayhem in itself. But as it stands, just at this time right now, because there might be more videos dropping here and there, as it stands, Leeds United are winning the race for Cody Gakpo. Bets say it, sources say it, but only if Dan James leaves, which I find silly. I hope that Dan James stays and Gakpo comes in. I'm not fully against if Dan James goes, Gakpo comes in. It's not necessarily the best thing, but I'm okay with it. But if Dan James stays and we get no one in, then that's when it's just crazy. So Hwang Hee-Chan looks off the mark for Leeds United. It looks like he wants to stay at Wolves, or Wolves want him to stay. Dan James to Spurs is nothing forward yet. Fulham like the look of Dan James. John Egan to Leeds is a bit meh. I don't know, but it does look like Leeds United. I mean, these dominoes are starting to fall into place. PSV signing a new winger. Southampton confirming a medical with a Man City winger. Who's left? Cody Gakpo and Leeds. Obviously, he could still stay at PSV, which, let's be serious, guys. More than likely, this will happen. That Cody Gakpo will stay, Dan James will stay, and we go another season without a striker. And then that's when another video will come in. But yeah, I thought I would just let you guys know. Like I said, if anything new drops, let me quickly just check Twitter now. I don't think anything has dropped, but when it does, I will let you guys know. But yeah, listen, ladies and gentlemen, I hope Leeds United, I hope we're right. Apparently, okay, here we go. A transfer from Gakpo is certainly not off yet. PSV is still in talks with Southampton, which is at 35 million and has to offer millions more. Other clubs can also register. So are Leeds in the chance there? Will Leeds pay that much? That's literally just dropped 2 minutes ago from a PSV watcher source with over 100,000 followers, followed by Fabrizio Romano. So Gakpo is definitely not staying yet. Southampton are in talks. Are Leeds there? Graham Smith's retweeted it. So I don't know really what's going on. It's all up in the air. It's really all up in the air. Will Leeds United pay the 35 million for Gakpo? I don't know. But without further ado, guys, I'm going to let you guys go. Let's try and smash 200 likes on this video. Also, subscribe if you are new, and I'll keep you guys up to date. Please, please, please subscribe and turn on that notification bell so I can keep you up to date. Let's hope we bring in a striker, guys. Comment your thoughts on Cody Gakpo, Dan James, all that good stuff. I've been Ollie Ward, and I'll catch you in the next video. Cheery.